From the Patient Billing tab, you can generate a batch of electronic or paper patient statements. You can also select one account or one responsible party. Select the date if other than today. If a date is configured, the system will only collect statements applicable for that date. That date will appear on the patient statements, and that is the date in which dunning notices will be based. Select Preview so you can review the statements prior to electronically sending or printing them. If you would like to name the batch to differentiate it from another, you can do that in the Batch Name field. Naming the batch is not required, as Practice Manager will default the name to PSB, Patient Statement Batch, with today's date. You may want to name the batch if you are running a batch for Practice 1 versus Practice 2. In Advanced Selections, you have the option to select the statements you would like to gather. You can select specific providers, alphabetic, select charges entered prior to a specific date or with a prior date of service, charges by aging days elapsed, specific balances, or dunning, by statement total, statement dunning, or exclude previously applied billing fees and finance charges. Click OK to save your selections. Click Electronic Statement Send Now or Paper Statement Print Now. Select the practice you're gathering statements for, or select all practices. Click Start Now. Statements will gather and a preview will open. Here you have the option to uncheck any statements you don't want to send. If you want to review these later, you can print the list or save the batch for later. If you have reviewed the statements and are ready to print or send them, simply click Finish Create Statements. If you save the batch for later, you will find that batch in the Reprint Paper Statement tab. It will be green and labeled Working Batch. You can work the batch by selecting the batch and clicking the View Patients button. This opens the original preview where you can uncheck patients to remove them from the batch, print the list, or finish Create Statements. If you need to reprint one or more statements from this batch, you select the batch and select either all pages or a page range. Click Print or Preview Statements. You also have the option to print or preview a summary list. In the Resend Electronic Statement tab, you have the option to resend a previously sent batch. Select the batch, select Send Now, click Recreate. Every time you send an electronic statement batch, within 24 to 48 hours, you will receive an email and a message on your Practice Manager to-do list confirming the file was uploaded.